to Dana Green with ABC4. It's been a few days since the draft kind of sunk in. You've had time to celebrate. What's kind of been your overall impression of joining this organization?
Man, it's beautiful out here in Utah. Beautiful people in this organization. Feels like everybody, has a common goal in place. Everybody here is, willing to work. That's the first impression I really got, being in the facility, being around all the guys. It's a great culture.
Being with two other young guys coming in, how much is that bond going to help you, I think, as you adjust to the NBA?
Yeah, that bond is going to be, real great. I had the chance to work out with Brice back in LA during this process. Been knowing Taylor just because of the basketball world. But it's great to go through this transition with two other guys. I'm blessed to do it with them. A lot of people get to do it by themselves, but I got people to go through it with. I got people by my side. It's going to do the same thing with.
Andy Larson, Salt Lake Tribune. What is the biggest thing that motivates you on a day-to-day basis to work hard to become an NBA player like you have?
Yeah, man, my family, they're here with me today. Also I think what motivates me is that, I love the game of basketball, so I'm do whatever it takes to be great at it. So, just to answer your question, my family is what keeps me in grind mode. I want to, give back to them. That's one of my main goals. So, I'm one of the first to do it. Make it here, back from my city. Man, I got a lot of people that I'm putting on for. So, man, like I said, I love the game of basketball too much.
Tony Jones from The Athletic. What do you see as, similarities or contrast to your role here, heading into your rookie season, or even heading into summer league, as opposed to what your role was, at Baylor and with your freshman year?
Yeah, I actually haven't got a chance to talk to Will about that, but we'll be able to sit down and I'll ask him, where does he see me fit in? What does he, want me working on? So when that opportunity comes, I'll be able to fit in and be effective right away. And that's my mindset coming into this, not trying to do too much, just making sure I'm playing winning basketball. So that's my main goal going into summer league and ultimately preparing for the season.
Ryan Miller, KSL.com. What have you learned about yourself just during this whole draft process?
I would just say, overcame a lot of adversity during this. I learned that, my mental was really strong, during this. It's a lot coming at you, flying city to city, different interviews each and every day, talking to y'all. It could be hard sometimes, but like I said, I know I'm built for it. So I think going through this process, my mental health has been extremely great.
Knowing that the Jazz had you rated as a top 10 player, how much confidence does that give you, knowing the belief they have in you?
Man, I come in here with no expectations, just coming here willing to work. Coming in here, grinding each and every day. Like I said before, coming in here, playing winning basketball. When you hear that coming from, an organization, it's like, you feel wanted. And, when you feel wanted somewhere, you're going to, buy in, you're going to be 10 toes in. So, I'm coming in here, I'm bought in, I'm, willing to do whatever.
You describe your game for Jazz fans?
3-level score. I'm able to pass with, both right and left hand, play above the rim, shot maker, defensively, stay in front of my man, be a pesky defender, knowing rotations. Overall just getting an all-around player.
Eric Walden, the Salt Lake Tribune. GM here, Justin Zanuck, spoke to us on draft night and talked about how impressed he was with the work that you've done on your body over the course of the year. Can you kind of tell us a little bit about what that process was like, just getting as lean and in shape as you are now?
Yeah, man. I'm blessed enough to have people in my circle that are willing to tell me the right things. my main thing was, getting elite level shape. So that was my process coming into all this. Eating habits, making sure everything was a meal, water, just the little things you hear about, carrying yourself like a pro. And, that's what I did, carrying myself like a professional athlete, going through these, 3 months, working out. I know what my goal was, and I was going to do whatever it took to put myself in the best position possible to, be successful during this.
There have been a lot of Baylor Jazz ties. I think it's 4 different players that have played Baylor and now the Jazz. Do you know any of those guys from your time at Baylor, or just different era, I guess?
Yeah, I know Jared.
Okay, Jared.
Royce O'Neal. Those are the only 2 I know. But yeah, no, I know most of them. Jared is probably one of the guys that I've been communicating with the most. He's been through different paths during this. So it's good to have different perspectives on a lot of things coming into this different world.
Andrea Urban, Fox 13. What is something that you're most confident in personally, whether that be on or off the court?
I'll probably say off the court, I'm confident and, treat everybody with respect. I'm engaged with the fans. Always keep a smile on my face. I think my character is what I'm really confident in. At the end of the day, the basketball going to take care of itself. I'm going to stay in the gym. Like I said, I'm playing with the basketball, but you can control your character, how you act towards people. And that's what I'm confident about.
Knowing that Will Hardy isn't afraid to play rookies, look at Walker Kessler and Ochai last year, how do you see yourself maybe fitting in with this team right away as a young rookie?
Yeah, man, like I said earlier, just figuring out, what coach wants from me, what he sees, what his vision is, and then, I tell him what I'm feeling, and then we come together, we find a mutual agreement. But, at the end of the day, it's all about opportunity. And so constant communication with the coaching staff, everybody, making sure I know what it is. So, when the opportunity comes, like you said, not afraid to play rookies. I know what my job is, stepping in between those lines. So.
You mentioned getting to work out with Brice a little bit because of the ties with your agency. What have you gotten to know about him?
Man, humble guy, goofy. I don't know. He's just everything. He carries himself the right way. Family guy. All the right characteristics that you want. So we've been at it a couple of times in between the lines, but he ain't gonna tell y'all that.
You also mentioned that you've known Taylor for a bit, just through the basketball world. Similar question: what's he like?
Getting to know him during these couple of days. He's quiet, but he loves basketball. High character guy again, man. It's everybody around here is just, like I said, high character people. They understand what it takes. So that's a little bit about Taylor.
All right, thank you for spending some time with you this season. Everyone, thank you guys for coming. Please make sure that you say your affiliation and name before you ask your questions, so you have an idea who everyone is. Thank you.
Dana Green with ABC4. Just what was your reaction when you heard your name called by the Jazz?
Yeah, obviously it's a lifelong dream to be here. So, leading up to it, you're going through a bunch of workouts and going city to city trying to figure out where you're going to end up. So, it was a little bit hectic, but it was definitely a good feeling, though. It was a lot of relief. Especially going to an organization that I know is a good one, and I'll be valued and stuff like that. So it was a good feeling, and two guys who went before me, I'm super close with them. So I'll be able to go through this with people I know. So it'll be fun.
We know that you and Taylor played against each other in high school. How close are you with him, and how much contact have you had with him since?
Yeah. I actually played with him too in AAU my 17th year. So. Played on the same team. We know each other's game, and we had a bunch of fun together in EYBL, so I'm looking forward to it for sure.
Ryan Miller, KSL.com. What have the last couple days been like for you? Like, what have you been doing? Have you been watching Jazz film? Have you just kind of everything been crazy? Just kind of take us through it.
Yeah. Really just getting in contact with everybody. I didn't even have a workout in Utah, so just meeting everybody in person has been cool. Getting in touch with everybody, I just got here last night, but, kind of getting acclimated to Salt Lake City and just getting here, packing, working out a little bit at home, but it's been cool though. Everybody's super nice and respectful, and it's been fun.
What are your first impressions of the city?
I like it a lot, like the mountains. I'm from Orlando, so it's a big change of scenery where everything's flat. So it's beautiful though, for sure.
Eric Baldwin, the Salt Lake Tribune. What have your early conversations been like with Coach Hardy, with the front office, just in terms of kind of what their expectations are, what they want you to kind of work on over these next couple of weeks and months?
Yeah, so far it's really kind of just been just kind of welcoming. Like I said, I didn't really have a workout, so we're kind of just getting up to speed on everything. Hasn't been anything too specific yet, but just being welcoming. I have a dinner with Coach in a couple of days, so I'll catch up with him, and I'm sure we'll go over some of that stuff, but nothing too specific so far.
Have you had a chance to meet any of the guys already on the roster?
Yeah, I've had conversation with some of them over the phone. I've met a few of them in person today, so I'm just looking forward to meeting the rest of them, though.
Does Tony Jones from the Athletic, being drafted by a team that you didn't work out for, hearing your name in terms of where your draft stock is, whether you're in the teens, whether you're in the 20s, and ultimately landing late in the 20s, does that just tell you about kind of like the business-like nature of the NBA and just kind of how random some of that stuff can be?
Yeah, for sure. It was kind of a shock to me, but my agent works really hard for me, and I think he tried his best to put me in the right position, and I'm super confident that he did that. And getting here, I don't feel any different, so I'm super confident in the future. And it was shocking, yeah, like not even having to work out here, but I got the call and from the organization, and they were super pleased with it, and they just basically stressed that they want me to get to work right away, and I'm ready for it.
Being a Green ABC4, we know you had a knee injury that ended your season a little early last year. How healthy are you now? You can be able to go 100% in summer league, or are you going to kind of take it slow?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good now. I've been obviously working on it for the past 3 months, but I'm feeling good. I'm just kind of taking it day by day right now, not kind of looking too far into the future. But I'm ready for anything. So, whatever the medical has for me, I'm willing to do. So.
Andy Larson, Salt Lake Tribune. Just kind of in general, what motivates you? What's motivated you to work this hard to become an NBA player?
To be honest with you, man, I'm pretty self-motivated. Just my respect for the game and my love for the game pushes me a lot. Obviously my family, and seeing them and them kind of stressing how proud they are of me and stuff like that keeps me going. But I get a lot of motivation from myself and just trying to perfect my craft and expand my game and stuff like that. Just out of respect for the game, playing hard and stuff like that.
Coming into the NBA, your role's probably going to change. How do you see that part of your game? How do you see your game meshing with maybe being more of a role player than the star you were at Ohio State?
Yeah. I'm not too worried about it. I'm just as a young guy, I'm just ready to come in and be a sponge and learn as much as I can, as early as I can. And whatever they ask me, I'm gonna do. And if my role expands, then so be it. But I'm definitely gonna work. I want to maximize my potential. So I don't want to just settle for less than what I'm capable of. So.
Have you had a chance to speak with anyone? I don't know if you know anyone who's played in the NBA yet already, just to kind of get a sense of what the acclimation process is going to be like.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that stand out to me and I keep hearing is just like the business side of it, how it's kind of like cutthroat and it's kind of like a cold business in a sense, and nothing's really guaranteed. So I'm just looking forward to working and solidifying my spot to stick around for a while.
I know you told us on the Zoom the other night that you've never been out to Utah before. Did you know really anything about like this roster or this organization before getting drafted by him?
Yeah, I knew a little bit about it. Obviously before I had a Zoom, with the organization. So before my call with them, I did a little bit of research and stuff like that. I wanted to be, mindful of what I was getting into. But I'm definitely learning more. Since obviously I didn't have a workout, I had a lot to learn. So being here has helped me a lot, seeing matching faces with names and stuff like that. So.
Came out of high school as Mr. Basketball, but you started on the bench with Ohio State, earned a starting position. It's kind of different level, but same type of thing here. You might have to start in the G League. Do you like having to work your way up into success?
Yeah, it's kind of been like a reoccurring theme for me in my whole life. So, it's nothing really new to me, depending on where I land. One thing is guaranteed is I'm not settling. So, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to, like I said, to maximize my potential and not, when it's all said and done, I don't want to have regrets or look back and said I could have did this or that. It's probably one of my worst fears. So.
You said, mentioning playing with Taylor and AAU, did you think he would be a lottery pick when you were playing with him?
Yeah, I knew he was good. Obviously, in hindsight, I probably can't tell you that, but I knew he was good. But one thing I can tell you is, like, on a lot of teams he's been on, he's kind of been like the second or third option. He's always been good, but I knew, like, going to a school like UCF where, he can be the guy, I knew he would kind of take off from there for sure.
Any contact with Keyonte over the years?
Yeah, he's actually in my agency, so I've been working out with him for the past month and a half. So, we're super close. And, I've been with him all day today, so, we just talk about it, and I think it's definitely a positive that, I can go through this with a couple guys that I know.
What stood out about him as you've gotten to know him?
Probably his attitude. Like, he's a great guy, better player than he is person, which, he's a great player, so it says a lot about him. But, yeah, it's cool to be around. He's always in high spirits, so.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Brice.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
I'm excited too.
Go ahead and start off with your questions, affiliation, and name, please. Thank you.
Dana Green, ABC4. What's it been like here in Salt Lake the last 24 hours or so for you?
It's been pretty nice. Like, everybody's very welcoming, and like, even on my flight to Utah, like, I've been taking pictures with people, and people like been saying like, "Welcome to Utah," and congratulations. So it's been very welcoming.
This Ryan Kostek, UtahJazz.com. The fan base is among the most passionate, you'd say, in the league. What do you want them to know about you?
I don't know. I mean, I guess that I'm a twin brother. I have a twin brother. He goes to UCF, so not many people know that. So.
Very cool.
You played against Brice in high school. You got the best of him in that semifinal game. Have you reminded him of that?
No, I haven't reminded him. I've actually played against him and played with him.
Okay.
I played with him on in travel basketball as well.
Can you just describe your guys' friendship together, and how special is it that you're going through this together?
I mean, when I seen him get picked, like, first, like, before Utah Jazz had the pick, I was thinking, like, man, Brice hasn't came off the board yet. Like, I might be able to play with him. Then they picked him, and like, I was ecstatic. Like, just to team up with him again, and like the type of guy he is and the player he is, like, I was pretty happy.
Joe Coles, Deseret News. What was the injury that prevented you from working out with the Jazz, and how healthy are you feeling, and are you ready for summer league?
It was just, I like tweaked my hamstring, but I mean, now I feel great. Like, I just had a workout by myself, and there was no pain at all. And I would love to play in summer league, but we're gonna take it a day at a time. But I feel amazing right now.
Is the plan not to play in summer league?
I would like to.
Oh, you'd like to?
Yeah, I would like to.
Knowing how Will Hardy likes to play, he's played rookies in his rookie year. Just describe your opportunity with this organization.
I feel like I have a great opportunity, just things I bring to a team and, my effort on the court and, I'm just gonna try to earn every single minute.
Eric Walden, the Salt Lake Tribune. Which teammates have you gotten to meet thus far, and what's that experience been like? Who have you gotten to know a little bit?
I got to meet Luka and Ochai. I got to meet who else? There was a few other guys, but then Colin Sexton texted me, Chris Dunn texted me, Walker Kessler texted me, and Ochai texted me, Kelly Olynyk texted me, like just congratulating me and welcoming me. So.
What's your impression of the Jazz organization outside before you got here? Did you follow them at all? Were there certain players that you like to watch?
I liked Colin Sexton just since high school, so he was one of those players that I always watched. And Jazz on the West Coast, so I didn't really get to catch too many games before. So.
What did you like about Colin's game?
Just that he's like a dog. His mentality and the way he comes on the court is just you just love it.
What certain NBA player you emulate your game after, or like to watch to see how he uses his skills?
I would say Bam Adebayo or Jaren Jackson Jr. Those type of guys that kind of do a little bit of everything: defend, block shots. And then our key roles in the offense and be able to stretch the floor and just things like that.
Your defensive instincts and timing are pretty amazing. Who taught you how to play defense?
I don't know. I feel most of it is just natural, and then just the effort piece of it. I feel a lot of people could play defense, but just that the effort of going to try and block a shot or trying to stay in front of somebody is a big part of it too.
Where did you find that effort, that extra gear?
I don't know. It's been there since I was young. I guess it's just the passion for the game.
Andy Larson, Salt Lake Tribune. Taylor, what motivates you, or what has motivated you to kind of put in the work to become an NBA level player?
One of the things is just me dreaming about this my whole life. I've been playing basketball since I was 5, so the NBA has always been on my mind, and I know it takes a lot of hard work, and I'm willing to do that just because I love the game so much, and I would say that.
Are you and Tyler identical or fraternal twins?
We're fraternal twins. Yeah.